Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and over the next 14 days, I'm going to show you the exact systems and processes we've used to generate over $20 million in online sales with Facebook ads. We're going to go over how to craft a winning offer, how to build high converting Facebook ads, and how to scale Facebook ads to hit your revenue goals within inside your business. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nick Theriot, and I've generated over $20 million online utilizing Facebook ads. We are a Facebook ads agency, and we only work with clients, so the $20 million does come from client revenue. And we work with clients across e-com, app installs, and lead generation. We're also a Facebook accredited agency through their Facebook partner program, and we have spent over $4.5 million just in the last 6 months. These systems and strategies I'm going to show you are the exact systems and strategies we used for an account spending $100 a day, all the way to an account spending $15,000 a day. So buckle up and get ready, because over the next 14 days, I'll be pulling everything back and showing you step by step what we do and how you can implement this into your business. And at any time you're curious of how we can help your business scale and hit revenue goals, click the link below to book a call with me and my team. We'll do a free strategy session together, and we'll go ahead and give you that strategy to where you can either take it and run with it, or you have the option to work with us if we think you're a good fit. That's it right there. So buckle up and let's get started. All right, guys, how to run Facebook ads in 2022, part 6, ad testing. In this particular video, we're going to go over how we test our ads and how we find winning ads inside of the account. So that being said, again, how we test and find new winning ad concepts on a weekly basis. Again, this whole video, as mentioned in part 5, is based off how we did $137,000 in 30 days, 2.58 ROAS, $38,000 in profit. That's after COGS, all that good stuff right there. And we only use these 3 campaigns. Video 1, we talked about, or part 5, we talked about ads holding container setup. Part 6, we're talking about testing, and in part 7, the finale is we talking about our prospecting campaigns where we spend majority of our money at. So again, this store came specifically from $16,000 when we started with them back in September of 2021, and we basically did these numbers in June of 2022. So just want to kind of clarify that. And again, I already went on a tangent about the ROAS and everything like that. I'd recommend watching part 5 or go deeper into, about the ROAS, how it's different for everyone, what affects ROAS. And yeah, so that being said, let's kick off this video. So our testing campaign, this is what the campaign purely looks like. It's very simple. Okay. And the reason why the purchases aren't showing up right here is because I have 2 different attributions I tested at one point in this campaign. And I'm going to show you all of that in a second. You'll be able to see all that in a second. So it's just from a campaign perspective, you can't. So yeah. So TS, again, is just the initials for my agency. Testing, because that's what this campaign is for. WC stands for website conversions, guys. This is a website conversions campaign. I think Facebook's calling it sales campaigns now, or just like sales. That's what you're optimizing for. And then ABO stands for ad set budget optimization, because we are using ad set budget optimization for this particular campaign. Now, why? Why are we creating a separate testing campaign? Some people really knock this. Some people love this. It's a very big controversy around using a dedicated testing campaign. Okay. I've tested a lot. I've tried a lot. And this is everything that basically always came down to. So we want to basically control the amount of spin our testing ads get, and instead of throwing them in a pool with 90% of our daily spend. Because guys, we used to go ahead and have just one campaign prospecting and have like $1,000 a day or $10,000 a day. We've had $18,000 a day CBO, $22,000 a day. We rerun this regardless if you're spending $100 a day or $22,000 a day on your account. We run this exact same ad account structure. Okay. And if we throw an ad that we create and we don't put any spin to it, we just immediately throw it into our prospecting campaign with all of our budget, what essentially happens is that now you're throwing an unproven asset or ad into a campaign with a super large budget. Okay. When you do this, if Facebook for some reason thinks this is an amazing ad, even though it's not converting properly, it's just getting a lot of engagement, and Facebook uses engagement a lot when it's, identifying what ads to spend more on in your scaling campaign. And if it identifies as a winning ad and it's not getting purchases, then guess what? it throws a bunch of money at it, and it burns a fuckload of your money. We've had this happen from time to time again, every time we used one prospecting campaign to test and scale our ads in the same campaign. So that's why we do not use that at all. We don't recommend it. I can sleep at night. I can sleep well at night. I can go a whole week without checking ad accounts because I know that our scaling campaign is with proven ads, and we don't have anything in there that could possibly randomly be a new ad that could, kind of like jump in there and start taking a bunch of spin. Now, that's why we do this. And then also too, it gives us a dedicated controlled environment to test all of our ads. So, and guys, I've tried it all. I'm telling you, I've tried it all. I've been using this strategy for over a year and a half now, okay? And I've tried everything on the market. I've tried so much with testing ads, okay? And I always resort back to this method. It provides me the most consistency and it's provided me the most success. Okay, so I'm really happy to share this with you guys. So going into campaign setup, it's very simple. Again, we're creating a campaign. It's campaign name, campaign objective, conversions, and again, it's be ABO campaign. You can see this campaign has more than 70 ad sets because I've actually been running out of this campaign for a long time now. So next thing, ad set level. What does it look like? What's the craziness behind this particular campaign? So again, I have over 70 ad sets in this account. No, they are not all running. In fact, only like 8 of them are running right at the time of this screenshot, but I turn them off as time goes. And basically each week we're creating anywhere from 1 to 3 new ad sets in this campaign. We run them for a week or 2 and then we turn them off, and then we just keep adding in new ones. And it's not like I'm just going in there and just like duplicating an ad set with a bunch of different stuff. I'm gonna show you the exact craziness behind it in a second, but each ad set is basically a new set of creative, new set of copy, or a new set of, or like a whole new kind of like concept in that perspective right there. I'm gonna show you exactly how all that's structured in a second, but I just wanted to show you ad set level what this looks like. Now, I just want to get you guys familiar with my ad set naming, okay? So it's batch number, whatever type of line, location, gender, age, audience, AP, which stands for automatic placements, and then O per, which is basically just means it's optimized for purchases. If I'm optimizing for page post engagement, I'm gonna do OPPE. If I'm optimizing for traffic, it'll be OTR. If I'm optimizing for ads cart, it'll be OATC. Now, again, 99% of our clients optimizing for purchases. Now, granted, we do have one account that's like app installs. We also have another account that's lead gen, and I put OLG for lead gen, and an OAI for optimize for app installs. So, but 99% of you guys watching this is gonna be purchase objective. Okay. Now, again, this is what it looks like. 100 US, because that's batch number 100 USA, male plus female, 18 plus, broad. Again, I don't use interests or lookalikes, so I'm targeting broad 99% of the time or 100% of the time. AP, automatic placements, and an O per. Now, if I was targeting specifically story placements, I'd put stories. If I was targeting specifically Reels placements, I'd put specifically Reels. Because yes, I have tested that before inside of this testing campaign, because that's what this testing campaign is for. It's where you create your crazy Frankenstein ad set targeting specific certain placements if you want on top of your ads as well. So like, let's say for example, if I go create some Reels and I want to target Reels in this campaign, I'll simply just create a new ad set, batch number 95. That batch number 95 is tied into my backend. So basically saying, hey, we're testing Reels in this batch, and it's targeting specifically Reels, or not really targeting Reels specifically. It's just the placement Reels only. Everything else would be the same: USA, gender, location, all that good stuff right there. Optimized for purchase. Long story short, just want to kind of tell you the differences of when I would do like different placements. But 99% of the time, I'm automatic placements. Okay. Now, what the hell is this batch number you keep hearing about? So I use Asana for all of my client management, and basically each client has this little dashboard right here. So I'm giving you guys a little peek in the backside of the agency side. Because if you don't know, I do run an agency where we work with brands in the lead gen space, the e-commerce space, and the app install space. So I just wanted to show you guys exactly what that looks like. Now, again, all of this client resources, meeting notes, client responsible, none of that's going to be pertaining to this video. But if you see right here, ad concepts, this is where the baby ad starts. This is where a baby is made. Okay. This is where we start diving into creation of an ad, writing the copy, the storyboarding, the planning, the concepts, the ideas, all that good stuff right there. And you can see right there, you'll see number 101 - Mother's Day, number 114 - what I ordered versus what I got, number 114 teacher post. Now, okay, cool. That's literally just an error. I just noticed in my back end that they both have 114, but this actually should be 115. So my video editor, Simon, we're going to have a talk after this video. But long story short, each ad concept has a number tied to it. So that way we know in our Google Drive, number 114, in our frame.io, what we use to review creatives to clients, number 114. In Asana, number 114. Inside of Facebook Ads Manager, number 114. So everything is tied up around what I ordered versus what I got, number 114, our Google Drive folder, our frame.io, our Ads Manager, our Asana. Everything is tied together to that one concept, so we're constantly all know what we're talking about, okay? And each batch equals an ad concept. So if we go back over here, batch 119A, 119B, they're both 119, but A and B, the reason why one's A, one's B is because maybe we did an iteration, or maybe we had two pieces of ad copy and we wanted to test both of them. Then 119A, all the creative plus one copy, or 119B, same creative, just a different piece of copy. So we can get two different tests in that perspective right there, okay? So sometimes we'll do like dash A or dash B, or dash C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V. Okay, like you get it, guys. So batch equals ad concept. Now, what is an ad concept? Okay. Each ad set is based around an ad concept, okay? So there's 4 different types of ad concepts we test, okay? First one is a whole new concept, okay? We go out there, it's a whole new creative, a whole new body copy, and a whole new headline, okay? And this is usually when like we're launching a whole new product line, whole new product, or we just see a whole new concept that, you know, we have no creative or no copy already running in the account right now that would match what we want to shoot or want to pull off. So we'll create a whole new thing. The reason why I'm against this sometimes is that there's multiple variables, okay? Everything here is controlled when we're looking at 2, 3, 4. Now, number 2, new creative times winning body copy plus headline, okay? So we're taking a new creative, okay? I go take 3 photos. You know, maybe one is me holding a product, one is the product on my desk, and one product is just the product and a lifestyle, okay? Then I'm gonna take my winning body copy that's relevant to that type of creative and that winning headline that's relative to this as well. And I'm going to test that because now I know the body copy has been working well in this account. I know the headlines worked well in this account. And then all we're doing is limiting variables here because the only thing different is the creative, and we can find new winning creative. Same thing for body copy. We're going to take a winning creative plus a winning headline, and we're going to take new body copy, have 3 ads, each all with the same creative, each all with the same headline, just a different body copy for each one. And then headline, same thing. It's very simple. So each ad set right here, each ad set's around a different concept. You have no clue because, again, our system and our naming is in the back end. So we know that 119A might be new headlines or 120A might be new body copy. We know that, but from your perspective, you don't know that because you don't know what our back end system has like for each of those naming conventions. Some of these might be new creative. Some of these might be new copy tests. Some of these might be new headline tests. Who knows? That's all things that, just kind of illustrate to you, okay? Now, examples. Again, this is kind of just going back over another example in that perspective of, okay, cool. I have 3 pieces of body copy to test, okay? I go write 3 body copy pieces, okay? I'll take the best performing creative with the headline, okay? So I'm not going to go like find the best performing creative. Then I'm not going to go find the best performing headline. I'm going to find the best performing ad over the last 7 to 30 days that's relevant to the body copy I want to test, and I'm going to take that, remove that body copy attached to that ad, and I'm going to create 3 ads, each with a different piece of body copy that I want to test. That way I know that headline works, and I know that creative works. So it's just a body copy that I am essentially, testing, that perspective right there, okay? Same thing with creatives. I'm going to go find the best performing ad over the last 7 to 30 days, and I'm going to pull the creative and headline from that ad and or the body copy and headline from that ad. And I'm essentially going to take my 3 new creatives and put it against that. So that way I only have 3 new ads and each one is winning body copy plus winning headline. And then just each one is a different creative. That is it. And then if it's a whole new concept to test, again, this is where I'm doing something radically different than previous ads. And we'll need a whole new body copy, whole new headline, whole new creative to make contextual sense, okay? If you're creative in your copy, like let's say, for example, I've had a media buyer on my team before. I do this all the freaking time. Okay. I would tell him all this and everything. And then he would be like, okay, cool, great. Say for example, he would look in the last 30 days and see, okay, cool. The men's jeans right here. This is the best copy for that. And then we want to test these new women's jeans. And then he would take it wouldn't make contextual sense in that perspective right there. So make sure your creative, your headline, and your body copy make contextual sense. And so that way, if you don't have any on file already, creative or headline or body copy that makes contextual sense to wherever you want to test, then you have to just create a whole new concept from ground up. And that's totally okay. There's, yes, some more variables and there's some stuff you can play around with, but that's just something I want you to realize. Now, how do we set this ad set up? Okay, cool. So we understand that ad set name, batch number, location, gender, age, audience, auto placements, yada, 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 website, purchase conversions. I don't care if you just created your Facebook ad account 5 minutes ago. You need to do purchase conversions, okay? There is no reason why you need to be doing add to carts or view contents and things like that. You want to target a audience that converts and purchases. You are targeting conversion purchase. I care less what you got to say about it. Okay. It's outdated on the fact that you have to warm a pixel up. That is complete false information that was used a long time ago, but things are different now. Okay. So purchase conversions. Okay. Now we only want to exclude one audience here. Okay. We want to exclude people who have purchased in the last 30 days. Now, I'm just simply using a custom audience inside of Facebook, create new custom audience, purchase 30 days, and I'm excluding it, okay? If you want to link your Klaviyo and also sync your Klaviyo list purchases into it as well, just to help out with 14.5 and things like that, you're more than welcome to. I didn't notice any performance differences when I did it, so that's why I just do purchase 30 days with a standard custom audience, okay? Now, locations, again, this is gonna be the locations you are advertising in, okay? Now, quick thing I did not put in this slideshow, but there is some of you guys who are doing different languages. So say, for example, you might be targeting Germany with German ads. You might be targeting USA with English ads, okay? In that perspective, you would have one batch for German ads and another batch with USA ads, all within the same campaign. So like it'd be like 119A, that'd be the German ads targeting just Germany, 119B, English ads targeting USA. Okay. So just want to put it in that perspective right there. Okay. This particular client targets Australia, New Zealand, same ads for both. So we target location, like we put those both together. Then obviously age, 18 plus, genders, yada, yada, yada. Again, I don't do any lookalikes. I don't do any interest targeting. I don't do any of that. Okay. Placements, auto, and that's it. I'm done. And also 7-day click, 1-day view. I've been using that as well. Don't try to like all this 1-day click, 7-day click, all that. You can go down this rabbit hole. That's just endless rabbit hole. Okay. Trust me. And again, purchase conversions all day long. Now, ad set budget. What are we setting these ad set budgets at? And I recommend it at 1, 2, 3x your target CPA. Okay. So this is 3x our target CPA for this account. Yeah. $50 a day. Cool. That's 3x our target CPA in that perspective. Okay. So just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. You know, if your target CPA, which again, I'll show you in a second, here's how you find your target CPA. Let's say, for example, you have an AOV of $100 and your goal ROAS is 3x. Then you're going to take your AOV divided by your ROAS, and that's going to give you your target CPA. So we take $100, we divide it by 3x. We need a target CPA of $33. Okay. So if we're doing a 1 to 3x, then we're gonna multiply that by 1x. All right, cool. Ad set budget $33. Honestly, I'll just put $30. If we want to do a little bit more, like 2x, then that's $60. If we want to do 3x, that'd be $90 a day. So, and I'd honestly probably just do I'd probably do 30, 60, or 100 in that perspective right there. So you can round up a little bit. Trust me, like $5 to $10 on a daily budget's not going to make the difference between your account making a bunch of money or not. You know, for all you guys that are super, super, super technical and you believe if you're off by 1 cent on the daily budget, your ad account's going to go crazy and you're not going to get the results potentials you want. Yeah, for you guys, trust me, it doesn't fucking matter in that perspective. And I'm trying to keep this real here for you guys. I'm being real as possible here. So, for you guys that's kind of new to the channel and, the way I talk about these things, I'm just trying to be as real as possible with you guys based off my success with ads and what I've noticed and the stuff that I realized for so long I cared so much about, then realized I was caring about the wrong things. I wasn't driving results, and I had tied my thought process of what I think gets the best results to the wrong things. Now I tie my thought process around the right things that's going to generate my clients massive results. And these things are so little compared to what actually gets your clients results, or what gets your store results, or wherever you are at in this process. Now, ad level. So let's say, for example, I have 4 videos, okay? In this perspective right here, I have 4 different videos, and I'm testing it against my main body copy that's worked well. And I'm testing it also against my main headline that's worked well with that body copy. So that way, the only variable in here, the location's the same, the audience is the same, the age and genders, all that's the same. The only thing different in this perspective is these 4 videos, because I'm controlling the variables of which will affect our performance, okay? Go look at the scientific method, scientific testing, all that stuff like that. The goal is to eliminate as many variables as possible to where you only have one that you're purely testing, and that's what we're doing here. That's why sometimes some people can get like crazy about the whole new ad concept when I do everything different, but I've also seen great success with that. So that's why I do a mixture of all of them, okay? Now, you guys are probably wondering, Nick, you said something earlier. You don't do interest. You don't do lookalikes. What the hell? What's going on? Why broad? Okay. So I look at as interest and lookalikes as purely a way to limit your success potential on Facebook ads. Okay. So here's an example. Your target audience is within this gray box. Okay. And then the blue is your target is like people you can actively like, that's gonna be your people that are going to purchase. Okay. So you're targeting this whole audience, which is in the gray box, and your buyers is blue box, okay? With broad, it does not limit my potential of targeting every one of my ideal buyers, okay? Now, in this one right here, let's say I'm targeting a fucking interest of engaged shoppers, or not engaged shoppers, like maybe like men's jeans, and we only have we go from like 200, 300 million people here to like maybe 50 million, okay? Now all of a sudden you can see that I can only target certain amount of people that in here, because it doesn't give my audience, my audience is not completely in it, or like my active buyers are not in this audience. So I can only target a portion of them. Okay. And same thing right here. This one applies hard limitations on targeting audience because it's barely in this audience I targeted. So this is why a lot of you guys will start to find a winning ad with like an interest group or a lookalike group. You start scaling it up and you're like, oh, wait, I'm already at $200 a day and its ROAS is dropping hard. And that's because you can't target as many people because you're limiting the platform to fit within this interest group or this lookalike group, okay? So that's why we go broad. And I personally don't even like to call it broad. I like to call it unrestricted targeting, because that's basically what we're doing here. We're not restricting the platform from learning, and we're not restricting the platform from finding your ideal customer. Now, a lot of you guys are probably like, oh my broad, we're going to target like people who are penny shopping. And no, that's a complete false statement right there, okay? It's not, the machine's not dumb in that perspective. And I'm going to show you in a second why I agree with that. Why I agree with the fact that it's not dumb. I'm going to show you proof why it's not dumb. Okay. Second thing is we want to work within constraints. Okay. If I launch an ad, I start testing it, and then it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, wow, that didn't work. Well, maybe I can go create a bunch of lookalike audiences and interest groups and things like that and test against that. Then you go spend another few $100 and realize nothing changed either. The ad was the problem. The ad was shit. And because of that, it did not work and not convert and not get you the performance you want. Okay. So you have to work within constraints. Okay, cool. If I cannot change the audience, then only thing I can control, actively control, is testing new ads that are built better, actively convert, or I can improve my offer and improve my business. Again, this is part of the videos I put in the first half of this series that a lot of you guys were skipping because you were waiting for this. Well, guess what? Surprise. If you guys actually made it here and actually took action on everything before you got here, then great. You're going to be set up for a lot more success. Now, the ad creates the audience, okay? This is something very powerful here. So the ad creates the audience. What does that mean? Okay, so Facebook wants you to spend money on their platform, okay? Facebook also wants people to enjoy their platform. So it needs to take your money, and then it also needs to make their consumers happy, okay? So your standard mom and pop that's up on Facebook, chilling, shopping, stuff like that, they want to make sure they stay on, and they want to make sure they can take your money as well, because that's how they build their business. So how do they make both consumers happy? Well, they have to put ads that are relevant to those people in front of them So that way they're getting ads that actually make sense to them, makes contextual sense to them. And in order to do that, it uses some very powerful software to figure out what type of people enjoy that. And Facebook is constantly optimizing based off its reach. So it might reach 100 people. And and again, I'm not saying this with like it's set in stone, like every 100 people it re-optimizes. But let's just say, for example, it puts an ad in front of 100 people, okay? Reaches 100 people. If none of those 100 people like it or engage with it and things like that, however, Facebook measures it, which is engagement and action rate, and it's called BEAR. And basically in that perspective right there, if none of those 100 people engage with it, Facebook's going to find another 100 people. And to keep finding those 100 people until it starts to get engagement. Then once it starts to get engagement, it starts creating kind of lookalikes you don't even know about in the back of the platform. Find more people around like those 100 people. And that's how it starts to really tailor into who is the ideal consumer for this ad. So if we look right here, I'm going to show you guys a clear example here. Okay. This campaign, the way it was structured, it was, one campaign, one ad set, broad, male plus female, 18 plus USA, and I put these two ads in this particular ad set, okay? Guess what happened? KGD 47 or ad 47 is a guy playing golf, okay? 46 is a female playing golf, okay? I did a little gender breakdown. In 47, the guy playing golf, it spent $10,000 with $617 on female and $9,400 on male. Why? Why did it spend on male more than female? Because guys resonated with that golfer. The females, maybe they just thought he was hot, yada, yada, or interested in golf in general, okay? Now, that being said, look at this other ad, 46, with a female golfer. $11,000 total in spend with $7,600 on female. The prior ad spent $617. Again, same ad set, male plus female targeting. I'm not controlling specific male or female. I'm just saying, here, Facebook, have fun. What if male or female works? Cool, no big deal. You find the right buyer. And Facebook spent $7,600 on this ad. So in that perspective right there, Facebook chose that females were responding better with this ad. It's going to spend more on females. And 47 saw that it was converting better on males, so it was pushing to males. Okay. Now, yes, 46 did also have $3,900 on male, which it was a lot more of a it wasn't as crazy of a split as this one. But come on, it was a golfer. She was really pretty. Guys seeing a pretty girl in a golf outfit, like, they're going to go crazy over it. So it was getting a good spin on both. And 46, we actually had a better KPI overall for this particular account. Okay, so you know for a fact now that running interest and lookalikes limit your success potential by reaching your ideal buyer. Secondly, you're going to work within constraints because you're never going to second guess whether it's the audience or the ad. You're going to know that, okay, cool. If this ad didn't work, it's not the audience, it's the ad. And now you also know that the ad creates the audience. So Facebook is smart enough to find the people that will resonate with your ads. Now, I do have a full 25-minute long video around this whole, like, just really digging deeper into the theory and all this data and all this stuff like that. You're more than welcome to go check it out. Again, it's about 25 minutes long, where I go really further and broad, but I basically gave you the 3 key points of what you need to know before we go further. Now, once we get to the ad level, we basically need to start looking at it. So we created our ad sets. We're kind of going through like how the ad set's structured, what type of ads we're putting in there, and all that good stuff right there. How do we actually manage this? So let's say we go create an ad set. Boom, we create some ads, we toss them in here. How do we manage this? So basically what I'm doing is I'm turning off ads that spent at least 1x my AOV and is unprofitable. Okay, so you see right here, I turned off BG08 because we spent 1x at AOV and I turned it off. Okay, and it's actually turned off a little shy, not gonna lie. I just needed something to articulate to you guys and show y'all for this particular video. Okay, so, and I'm also checking these on maximum right here. Okay, so maximum spend, what is spent 1x AOV or more and is unprofitable. I'm going to turn it off and this will force spin to the other ads in that ad set. A lot of you guys are like, well, Nick, what happens when you put 4 ads in an ad set and all the spin goes to, like in this example right here, all the spin went to 7 and it barely spin on 6, barely spin on 5, and it spin a little bit on 8. There's nothing wrong with that because let's say, for example, it's 7, it got all the spin, and if it was unprofitable, I would turn it off and the other ads would get spin. So you do need to realize that, okay? I'm not worried about a perfect, as long as it's 4 ads, with $100 a day, and each one's going to get $25 a day of ad spend. Facebook is going to spin on the one that it believes has the highest success potential. Okay. And I'm not going to lie with you guys. A lot of times, like we launched this ad set right here, we let it run for a few days, came back, checked it out. We started making our adjustments and stuff like that. And you know, there's going to be very unlikely that these two ads beat this ad, because usually the ad that Facebook takes off, starts spinning on immediately, is the one that usually works the best. And usually the other ones can't beat it. But again, we're just going to keep going down that list. So let's say, for example, I'm going to let 5 and 6 get some spin, or like I'm just gonna let this roll. Like I'm not gonna turn off this ad to let others get spin. We found a winning ad. Our goal ROAS is 3x. We got a 3.25. Don't even question about the data yet, because I'm gonna show you guys in a second what I do for that. But let's just assume that, hey, this is profitable, cool, I'm let it go. This is extremely irresponsible for me if I saw this $4 spin, 1 purchase, 22x ROAS. I can't tell you how many of you guys are in the comments as soon as y'all see this. I found a winning ad. What do I do now? How do I throw a few $1,000s a day at it? No, you can't, because quite frankly, it's too soon to throw that money at it. Okay. So in this perspective right here, this 117 one is going to be a lot more likely to scale than this $4 one, because this one has a lot more spin with multiple purchases. This could have just been a one-off random purchase. This could have been a one-off random purchase. That's why I want multiple purchases and a good amount of spin before I declare an ad winner. Okay. And again, going back to what is unprofitable, any ad that is not within 10% of your goal ROAS. So if my goal ROAS is 3.0, ad number 1 does a 2.4, which is about 20% below my goal ROAS, I'm going to turn that thing off. Ad number 2, 2.7. Look, I'm going to leave it on and hopefully it gets better. Let it run for a few more days. If not, then hey, I'm just going to cut it. But ideally at a low budget, I want to see substantially higher ROAS than even my goal ROAS before I throw large budgets at it. So I generally be looking about 3 and 4 right here. Ideally is what I would want to see. At least hitting goal ROAS or better is ideally what I want for my testing campaigns. Now, again, our goal here with this campaign is to simply find ads that we have more confidence in than ads that have zero data back it up. So again, going back through the whole process of why we set this up, this allows me to test anywhere from 10 to 20 ads a week. Okay. I've tested 50 ads in a week before. Like, just the bigger the budget you have, the more ads you can test on a weekly basis. And allows me to find ads that have some level of data behind it that give me more confidence. I'm not saying they're winners and I can throw all my budget on it next day, but they give me more confidence knowing that they have spin behind it. They have worked well in the past. They have worked on low budget. Because look, if I throw 3 ads together or 2 ads together, and one does good on a low budget and one does terrible on a low budget, likelihood of that one that did terrible on a low budget, it's not going to improve at all on a higher budget. Now, the one that did good on a low budget, there's a very likely chance it's going to do good on a high budget. Okay. So I'm just simply trying to find ads that I have better confidence in. And so I might test 10 to 20 ads a week or 3 to 6 ads a week and find one winner each week and take that winning ad, put it in my prospecting campaign, and I'm have more confidence that ad's going to work better. Okay. And then for winning ads inside of our winning testing campaign, let's see, actually that does not make sense at all. Okay. So cool. So when we find a winning ad, like this, for example, right here, BG7, I basically wanted to spin a good bit. So, a little bit higher to my AOV, maybe 1 to 2x my AOV, spin a good bit, and then I want to have a really good solid ROAS. So my goal ROAS is a 3x. It's getting 3.25. This looks solid. This is pretty good. This gives me more confidence moving into my scaling campaign. Okay. And then obviously purely basing off ROAS without including spin is crazy. So again, basically going back to this example right here, you guys creaming over $4.8, like $4 spent on this one ad with a 22x ROAS should be freaking out. Oh my God, I found a winner. Let me throw a few $1,000s at it. Is irresponsible because it only got one purchase, could have been a random purchase. So I definitely want like 5 to 10 purchases, a couple good purchases on there. Again, some of you guys' situations will be different. So you just need to really focus on the fact of, hey, I need multiple purchases. That's a fact. Secondly, what you'll start to notice, okay, so cool, like let's take all my ads that spent 1x AOV and have 3 purchases. Let's move that in my scaling campaign and see if that works. Okay, cool. Then you start to notice, okay, hey, any ad that doesn't have at least 3 to 4 purchases at profitable before moving to a scaling campaign, it won't work. So like you need to start like kind of gauging for yourself, because like we have some accounts that need like 5 purchases before we move from a testing campaign to a scaling campaign. We have other accounts where we're like 10 to 30 first, just because it's such a low budget, like such a low ticket product that we definitely want a good amount. So, but general rule of thumb, 1 to 2x AOV spent, multiple purchases. You can say 5 to 10. Just the only thing that's gonna be different for you guys that's spending, maybe have like $150 acquisition cost. That's where it might be a little different for you guys. Now, what if an ad is profitable, but I need to turn it off to let others get spin? Again, that goes back to this right here. Hey, this ad's getting all the spin, but it's profitable. I am not going to touch it. I'm going to turn off the weak performing ad, and that's it. I'm not going to touch this, okay? I'm not going to turn off 7 to get more spin to 6 or 5 because it makes no sense. I found a winning ad. I found a good ad. It's hitting my criteria. I'm going to leave it on, okay? And I'm just going to let it chill. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I told you guys I would address the tracking issues. I do use TripleWell for all of my tracking, okay? This is a whole nother video. I honestly don't even have time to touch it in this series, but I do have a really amazing video on the setup, the installation, all that good stuff for TripleWell. I highly recommend you checking that out, but I am using TripleWell to make all my decisions in the ad account. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. I'm using TripleWell to make all of my decisions in the ad account, okay? And you can see right here, Facebook is reporting a 2.79 ROAS on this 117C. And I'm seeing a 1.25 ROAS with TripleWell. There's some different ones right here. 106A, 3.3 ROAS on Facebook. TripleWell is reporting a 1.61. So I'm using TripleWell's data right here. There's Pixel to give me accurate reporting on what. And you can even go all the way down to the ad level and see the specific ads and what each ad did right there. So that's also another really good thing you need to look at. Again, I have a full video on this. You're more than welcome to check it out. And it's definitely pretty damn good in terms of giving you all the information you need. Now, moving ads. So we talked a lot about setting up the campaign. We talked about how everything's kind of structured. But now you're like, Nick, okay, well, I understand the batches, I understand all that, but how do I actually take what's going on with these ads? Are we creating the ads in the creative testing campaign or what? Well, if you go back to video number 5, in video number 5, I showed you guys how to set up the ads holding container, where basically it's like a Google Drive folder, organizational folder inside of your ad account to house all of your ads. Now, the gap is, how do we move ads from the ads holding container to our creative testing campaign or our testing campaign perspective? Okay. So the first thing you want to do is set up your ad set. So let's say, for example, it's 122 and we want to test 4 new videos. Okay. So batch 122, 4 videos, we're doing unboxing videos, whatever, yada, 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 go for it. Okay, cool. So I'm going to set up my ad set in my testing campaign. Okay. Go to my testing campaign. I'm going to set up my ad set. I've already gone through in this video exactly how to do the setup for the ad set and all that good stuff right there. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to set up my ad set. Okay. Again, there's no ads in here because I need to copy them from another campaign. That other campaign is my ads holding container. Okay. So let's say, for example, July 2022, we got our 4 actual images, actually not videos, my apologies. These 4 images are all tied together for batch 122. Maybe they're 4 different, just illustrations, yada, 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 but they're all tied together, and they're all the same theme in that perspective right there. And the theme is not the image. The theme is what's articulated in that image. Because sometimes I'll do 2 images and 2 videos, but they're all around the same concept in that perspective right there. So I'm going to select those 4 in my ads holding container, and then I'm going to hit Control and C, okay? Control C copies those ads, okay? And the reason why we want to copy those ads is that way we can go back to our testing campaign. I can select the ad set. Again, you have to do this at the ad set level, and I can hit Control V to paste those ads into that ad set. Now, everything's good. We can roll now, okay? Now, that's how we basically create that ad set. We put those ads in there. I'm not creating ads inside that ad set. I'm just simply pasting them in there, and everything is good to go. Make sure they're turned on, and boom, you can start your testing process, okay? Now, here's to address the few people who are like, oh, Nick, I have multiple products. Do I need to test? Do I need to have multiple testing campaigns in that perspective? No, you don't, okay? Here's why. Because each ad set is tied to an ad concept. An ad concept can be, men's jeans that we're launching, okay? So batch 155 is all of the men's jeans, kind of new launch, and we're going to create all of our ads for 155, which is men's jeans. So yes, each ad set can be different products if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're constantly creating new ad sets. So it's never like you're going to, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. It's not like you need to have a different campaign per product or anything like that. There's no need for that. And then, yeah, so very simple to articulate that. Now, Nick, do I increase the budget in this testing campaign? No. I never increase budget on my testing campaign ad sets that are left running. So we go back into, let me just scroll up a little bit more. Ad set budget. Okay, cool. So you can see right here, these are 3 different ad sets. 119A, 117D, 117C, and they're all at $50 a day. Okay, cool. Look, 119A, it's running, it's working good right now. So I'm just leaving it at $50 a day. I'm not scaling up because it's literally trading pennies on the dollar. You know, I'm looking to put these ads in a campaign with a few $100s a day and spend that perspective right there. Okay. So I'm never increased my budget. Now I will increase the testing budget as I increase overall spend. So for example, we have one account that was spending $1,000 a day when we came on board, and I was testing $25 a day ad sets. Okay. Now we're spending $18,000 or $15,000 to $18,000 a day, and I'm starting these tests out $100 a day. And that is also, yeah, I mean, I'm honestly probably start testing about $200 to $300 a day now too as well, but it's allowing me to test at a little bit higher budget because our overall is spending a lot more. Because again, our goal is to keep about a 90-10 split, 90% on our overall and 10% on our testing. Some accounts will go through different phases of testing dilution of the budget, because let's say, for example, on that particular account, we're spending roughly like 5 to 7% of our budget on testing. On this account, you'll notice we were testing a lot this month, and we spent about 30% on testing. There's nothing wrong with that, because as long as you're building every ad set, like every batch, your goal should be to build better ads. So if you're constantly putting better ads in the ad account, it's going to leave you to find better winners, which will increase overall budget. Okay. Next thing is, what if my account is new? Nick, I just set my ad account 5 minutes ago. Do I set up a testing campaign, or do I set up a scaling campaign? Like, what do I do? You're going to build this testing campaign, and you're going to continue to build and find winning ads in this campaign first before you are allowed to to test on a new campaign. Okay. You want to find new winning ads. And once you find these new winning ads, then you want to put them in your prospecting campaign. And once you put them in your prospecting campaign, you start scaling up and stuff like that. That's gold. That's your goal. Okay. Now, if you built this campaign, you're testing ads, and you're not finding any success, don't look at the account. Look at your offer. Again, go watch video number 1, your conversion rate on your website, and building better ads. Okay. I can go create 100 ads right now, but the problem is, if I don't create those with the right intentions, those could all be 100 failures. If I create with the right intentions, I can create 3 ads, and I can find maybe 1 or 2 amazing winners. So focus on building a better business, a better product, better conversion rate, and a better ad every single time. And you're going to continually to find better success with Facebook and everything. All right, guys. Wow, this was a pretty detailed video, I do have to say. I'm sure there'll still be a few people below like, oh, Nick, you actually didn't go into Ads Manager and do all this in front of us, and this is just a big slideshow. What the fuck, man? Look, I'm sorry, guys. I work with clients on a day-to-day basis, and I try to do my best to protect the integrity of my accounts, to make sure no one sees the names and things like that, and it's just way too hard to blur all that out. So that's why I do these slideshows, just so much easier. And honestly, my target audience anyway is accounts that are already spending anywhere from $100 a day to a few $1,000s a day on Facebook ads. So you should already be able to know a lot how to navigate the account. That's not my goal. I don't want to, if you're not spending anything on Facebook and don't know how to navigate the account, that's quite frankly, you're not the right fit for this video. So guys, next video is part 7, which is the finale. We're going to be talking about actually moving our ads from testing and going into the scaling phase, which is more of the funner part, honestly. I find that the testing side is a lot really deeper, but the when you guys see the other half, you're gonna be like, Nick, what's it? That's all you do? What? You're a scam, bro. Can't wait for you guys to see next video, which should be dropping soon. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and turn on subscribe notifications. So that way when I upload a new video, you'll never miss a single one. All these videos at the end of the day are designed to help you in your business grow and hit your revenue goals, make you more money at the end of the day. Hit that like button and drop a comment below with your favorite part of this video. Now, if you own a business and you're curious about how we can help your business scale and hit revenue goals at profitability, then click the link below to book a call with me and my team. We'll hop on a call together, learn a little bit more about your business. And if we think you'd be a good fit, we'll do a strategy session together. And on that strategy session, we'll give you, actionable tips and stuff like that to help you grow your business. And you can take that and run with it, or you have the option to work with us if you choose, and if we think you're a good fit to work with us. Now, with that being said, thanks again so much for tuning in. You should have a video somewhere up along the screen right here that'll take you to another video I think you may enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys later. My name is Nick Theriot. Peace out.